Since everyone was so interested in my UNIVAT video, I've decided to take myself for a late afternoon flight up to the Glasshouse Mountains and try out two alternatives to UNIVAT. I'll admit the second one's a bit tongue-in-cheek, but I'll allow it.
Southport Mason Field traffic, RV7 Juliet Hotel, entering and lining up 01 for northern departure, Southport.
Now the first alternative, and this was suggested in the YouTube comments as well as discussions with a few local pilots, is to get clearance through the Archerfield control zone. Archerfield's ERSA entry tells you exactly what you need to do and where to be to request clearance. First, a quick check of the ATC on 120.9.
Receipt of...
Archerfield Terminal Information Hotel, runway 04 left for all departures north and west, frequency 123.6. Runway 04 right for all departures south and east, frequency 118.1. Wind is 030 degrees 12 knots, maximum crosswind of 8 knots. Visibility greater than 10 kilometres.
Alright, 118.1.
Traffic helicopter X-ray Kilo Advance
as expected.
Final for Seaworld Terminal Southport.
And hotel. Need to be at 1,500 at Park Ridge, which is a southern reporting point inbound for Archerfield. So we've got the big white buildings there. And I can just make out the Park Ridge water tower. Not the best visibility today, it's a bit hazy. Archer Tower, g'day, RV7 Juliet Hotel, Park Ridge 1,500 with hotel. Request transit followed by northern departure.
Juliet Hotel, g'day to you. Track Park Ridge, Archerfield, Water Tower Bridge 1,500, QNH 1006.
Track Archerfield and Walter Taylor Bridge 1,500, QNH 1006, Juliet Hotel.
Now I always bang on about how great the Archerfield controllers are, and today was no exception.
Well, there you go, that was easy.
What I don't know yet though is whether I'll get an invoice from Air Services like I do after landing at Archerfield. Now any RA-Aus pilots still watching are probably getting their knickers in a knot, because as of right now, you're not allowed through controlled airspace in an RA-Aus registered aircraft unless you, the pilot, also have the appropriate CASA license, and for RPLs, a controlled aerodrome endorsement. But if you read the most recent Sport Pilot magazine, then you'll know that may be about to change pretty soon. Access to controlled airspace for RA-Aus is coming. That really is massive news, and as an RA-Aus instructor myself, I can't wait to add this to our arsenal. The safety implications are profound. There are so many places in Australia where RA-Aus pilots are forced to unnecessarily low altitudes due to airspace, and with the right training, this new capability is going to make us all a lot safer.
There's the river. Can't see the Walter Taylor Bridge right now, but it's in that bend in the river there.
So keep your eyes open, and when it's announced, you can be sure Gold Coast Sports Flying Training, where I instruct on weekends, will be among the first flying schools to offer the endorsement. You will need a Class 5 self-declared medical though, so eat your veggies and look after yourself.
Archerfield Tower, runway 173 is ready for runway 10 left, and northern VFR departure.
Navy 173, g'day to you. Runway 10 left, clear for takeoff.
0 left, clear for takeoff. Request climb 1,500.
Navy 173, and so with that left turn, just ensure you don't encroach Class Charlie airspace, climb to 1,500.
Okay, climb to 1,500, Navy 173.
And I just heard those two transmissions through both of my radios, so that confirms that Archer Tower is retransmitting on both frequencies.
Juliet Hotel, no further required on frequency. Have a great day.
Juliet Hotel, thank you.
Anyway, after a quick orbit around the spectacular Glasshouse Mountains, I tracked south again towards home to try the second alternative to UNIVAT, which is waiting until after hours when all the Archerfield air traffic controllers have gone home. This alternative is available to RA-Aus pilots, and I'll tell you why it's actually a really good option to plan for if you can. But first, let's see how it works. The standard tower hours are 7 AM until 5 PM, but you do need to check the ATC to verify that.
Archerfield Terminal Information Zulu, Archer Tower closed until time at 2:01:00. Control zone reverse to Class Golf airspace. CTAF and power 118.1. Refer AOP for noise abatement procedures. All circuit directions left hand. Archerfield terminal information, Zulu.
Well, there you have it. Tower's closed. CTAF is 118.1.
I still approached Archerfield from the north through the standard inbound reporting point of being the TV towers and gave an inbound call there.
Archer traffic, RV7 Juliet Hotel, Abeam TV Towers 1500, tracking to overfly and continue southeast. Archer traffic.
Archerfield Airport.
Alright, so they've got a response unit there, that's good to know.
So there you go, transiting through Archerfield after hours is definitely a valid alternative to flying through UNIVAT if it's the right time of day. You can even stop for fuel if you need to, but check the ERSA for the procedures and make sure you know which runways you're allowed to use.
Archer traffic, Rescue 588 is 3 miles north of the field, inbound for a full stop landing to join at left base runway 10 left, Archer.
Archer traffic, RV7 Juliet Hotel, overhead 1500, tracking southeast for Southport. Archer traffic.
I used to be pretty paranoid about being on the ground well before dusk, but as I get more experience, and especially for shorter flights with plenty of alternate landing options, I've been using more and more of this last bit of daylight. It can be a magic time to fly, especially on the Gold Coast. There's less traffic, the wind usually settles down, and you get these spectacular golden hour views.
Southport Masonfield traffic, RV7 Juliet Hotel, Dreamworld 1500, will be joining a downwind for 01, Southport.
Southport Masonfield traffic, Eurofox 7572, copy traffic, currently 1500, Hope Island. I'll get number 2 to you, you're much faster than me.
Copy that, thank you.
That's it for now, and if there's anything else you want to see in future, be sure to let me know.
Southport Masonfield traffic, RV7 Juliet Hotel, turning base 01, full stop, Southport.
Southport Masonfield traffic, Eurofox 7572, joins downwind 01, full stop. Southport Masonfield.
Southport Masonfield traffic, RV7 Juliet Hotel, clear of the runway and taxiing to the upper level hangars, Southport.